From the magic of Disney World to the pristine beaches of Destin to the city lights and delectable Cuban cuisine of Miami, Florida is bursting at the seams with fantastic attractions, both natural and man-made. So join Viewcation as we take a look at the best vacation spots in Florida. Miami. Located at the south of the state in Dade County, just about 150 miles north of Key West, Miami is one of the most popular vacation destinations in the world. Visitors come from all over to experience the city's bustling South Beach district with its pristine, white sandy beaches, emerald blue waters, and brightly colored architecture. During the day, we recommend strolling through the many art galleries, shops, boutiques, and marketplaces that the city is home to. Come nightfall, you can put on your dancing shoes and dance the night away at one of the city's many nightclubs. The city is also close to the Everglades, so if you ever wanted to see an alligator in person, you're in luck. We also recommend grabbing a Cuban coffee or sandwich before exploring one of the many museums and botanical gardens that call Miami home. Orlando. Orlando is famous for being the home to many family-friendly amusement parks like Disney World, Legoland, Universal Studios, and SeaWorld. Your family can stay entertained for days just exploring the parks, but the city is also home to many other top attractions such as the Central Florida Zoo, several alligator parks, and loads of shopping centers. There are also countless top-notch restaurants to satisfy just about any of your cravings, as well as a vast array of nightclubs and theaters to keep you entertained come nightfall. The Keys. As far as South Florida vacation spots go, the Florida Keys are one of the best South Florida vacation spots to go to. They're not only home to an iconic Beach Boys tune, but they're also one of the most picturesque places to visit in the country. They're a string of tropical islands that span 120 miles between the Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean. There's a ton of fun for everyone in your family to enjoy. From snorkeling to swimming to feeding giant tarpon, the nature here is downright glorious. Be sure to look out for the tiny key deer, a native species only found in this one isolated locale. The best way to explore the Keys is by taking a road trip from Miami to the southernmost locale in the United States, Key West. The drive, in our opinion, is one of the most scenic in the country. The first town you'll reach when traveling down US 1, aka the Overseas Highway, is Key Largo. This beautiful laid-back island town features 78 nautical square miles of coral reef. While most people think of Key West when it comes to the Keys, Key Largo is a marvelous alternative for those in search of more secluded and isolated beaches. Islamorada. Just down the Overseas Highway, a short drive from Key Largo, is the small seaside town of Islamorada. This is one of the best places in Florida to go if you're an avid fisher. You won't want to miss the chance to hand feed enormous tarpon over at Robbie's Tarpon. It will no doubt be one of the highlights of anyone's Florida Keys road trip. There are other fun and exciting things to do in Islamorada, including paying a visit to Ann's Beach or the Florida Keys Brewing Company, one of the most popular tap rooms in the island chain. St. Augustine. This city happens to be the oldest one in America. Because of this, it's a wonderful vacation spot for history buffs. The Spanish-style architecture alone is enough to warrant a visit, but there are several other worthy attractions. Since many people have lived and passed through this area in the last 400-plus years, there are plenty of centuries-old buildings and structures to see, from castles to military forts to historic lighthouses to opulent hotels. You can easily tour the city on foot, but you can also take the train, trolley, or even a boat to check out noteworthy attractions like the Medieval Torture Museum, the Living Museum, and the Colonial Quarter. Foodies will find plenty to write home about, as the city is home to some of the best restaurants, cafes, breweries, and confectionaries in Florida. Key West. Key West is about the closest you can get to taking an exotic island vacation without leaving mainland US. The city itself is jam-packed full of attractions. In fact, it almost feels like Key West as a whole is one big island theme park. Brightly colored buildings, swaying palms, and lively music can be found at the ever-popular Duval Street. Here you'll also find many restaurants and bars, including the oldest drinking establishment in the state. But make sure you don't spend all your time in town, because the emerald waters will be beckoning for you to go scuba diving, swimming, snorkeling, or sailing. The city is also famous for being where Ernest Hemingway wrote many of his greatest novels. Tampa. This city is located along Florida's Gulf Coast. It's home to some of the most diverse attractions in the States. Besides its beautiful beaches, Tampa is a fabulous family vacation spot because of the long laundry list of things to do and see. For one, you've got the marvelous Florida Aquarium. Then there's Busch Gardens, Zoo Tampa, the Glazer Children's Museums, and Ybor City, the latter of which has one of the most happening nightlife scenes in the state. Tampa is a great place to go if you want things to do like spending the day at the spa, getting out in the sun and hitting the links, or sampling craft beers at one of the many breweries peppered across the city. If you're an outdoorsy type, there are endless opportunities for kayaking, canoeing, hiking, and biking. You could even spend a few hours getting your adrenaline fix ziplining high in the trees. Destin. This seaside town can be found along the coast of the Florida Panhandle. It's one of the most popular summertime destinations in the state, so it can get a bit crowded at times, but even so, it's well worth a visit. The city has a fantastic boardwalk lined with numerous world-class seafood restaurants. Around town, you can find golf courses, fishing docks, and loads of shops to explore. Some of the best attractions in Destin include the Destin History and Fishing Museum, Henderson Beach State Park, and Big Kahuna's Water Park. To tap into Destin's nightlife, check out Baytown Wharf. During the day, Destin Harbor is a great spot to grab a bite to eat or shop for souvenirs. When you're in town, try the local favorite catch, amberjack. Crystal River. While lacking in a culinary or nightlife scene to speak of, Crystal River, located on Florida's western coast, is home to some of the most strikingly beautiful natural sights in the state, especially for those fond of marine life. The best way to explore the gorgeous springs is by booking a clear kayak tour. As you tour Three Sisters Springs, Hunter Springs, and Jurassic Springs, you'll spot animals like manatees, dolphins, turtles, and birds. Sanibel Island. Following the recent devastating impacts of Hurricane Ian, Sanibel and the nearby island of Captiva need some time to recover. But that being said, Ian wasn't the first nor the last to wreak havoc on Sanibel. When it's not in rebuild and recover mode, Sanibel is one of the best and most affordable low-key beach vacation destinations in Florida. It's not far from Fort Myers in the Gulf. It's known for seldom being crowded. It's casual, laid back, and best of all, majestically beautiful. Sanibel has long been a favorite honeymoon destination, but it's also perfect for families traveling with children. From early May to late October, Sanibel is the location where thousands of sea turtles migrate for their nesting season. Because of this, there are several special guidelines in place to protect this delicate native species. If you're planning a visit, consult Sanibel's website to know what to expect so you can treat the turtles with the care and dignity they deserve. Sanibel is also a lovely place to vacation during the winter months, as the daytime temps tend to hover between 70 and 80 every day, and the skies are almost always clear. Naples. Naples is known for being a prime spot for couples to spend some one-on-one time together. It's a romantic town filled with upscale restaurants, shops, spas, and boutiques. People come here to treat themselves to a dose of luxury. That being said, it's not exactly the cheapest place to vacation, so be prepared to shell out a little extra for accommodations and meals. Make sure you check out the Naples Zoo, Botanical Gardens, and the Baker Museum. There are also many galleries to visit as well. The nearby wildlife refuges, such as Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary, are also well worth visiting. Now it's time to hear from you. What are a few of your favorite Florida vacation spots? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.